Good morning, everyone. This week's Torah portion is jam-packed. Parshas Yisro, Moshe's father-in-law comes to visit him, giving of the Torah, father-in-law giving advice to his son-in-law, nothing new under the sun. I want to touch upon today, all the way at the end of the Torah portion. After God gives us the Ten Commandments, Mount Sinai, the Torah then tells us about when you come into the temple and you're going to build an altar, make sure that it's an altar of stones, and not to use a knife to cut those stones. I don't want to talk about that point. The question is, why does the Torah tell us an altar of stone? By our patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whenever it talks about an altar, it says matzeva. Matzeva is one stone. An altar of avanim is a combination, building up with many different stones to build it together. Why did Torah make sure to point out that it has to be an altar of stone? Why not get one big rock and make that into the altar? I heard this beautiful idea. I don't recall where I saw it or who I heard it from. That it's a lesson for each one of us. We're supposed to make ourselves into an altar. We have to remind ourselves that it's not one action or one, unfortunately, transgression that's going to define who we are. We are defined by the culmination of building ourselves up, one action upon another action upon another action. Just like the matzeva, just like the mizbeach, the altar had to be made out of many stones. It wasn't just one stone. It was a bunch of different stones together that made the mizbeach. And so too, we are defined by all our actions, not by one individual action for good or, unfortunately, for bad. And when we reflect on this and we think about this, it gives us a power and energy for moving forward. Because we understand that by adding more stones, we could change who we are. And then maybe pull out some of the bad stones. But more importantly, realizing that it's just not one thing that defines us. It's all our actions that define us. Wishing everyone a beautiful day.